destroyed them in round 21 and 22 of Overpass.
Yes. But I thought it was actually such a funny thing that Yanko brought up about how it doesn't feel like a map that you see Gambit play. And like, I can remember Gambit playing this map, but I totally understand that. It's so weird. It's like the most common map between tier 1 teams at some point in a best of 3, but for some reason, you know, Gambit never goes here. And it's so strange to see them pick it. But this veto has been all kinds of strange.
Yeah, it's because Gambit are just always getting freaky on Ancient or Overpass or Vertigo.
You know, and in that sense, I think they did do a good thing by trying to move away from, you know, where they were struggling before to try something new and another good map. And Flames, you know, they specifically try to punish them on the maps they wanted.
Yeah.
So I feel like, you know, that is supposed to that might kick them in the butt. We'll see.
We'll see. Nafany, Glock shot into Roy, so going to punish what was a nice clean opening from the defense by peeking down middle. But you are dead on, Mo. You know, it's like... you
ever been kicked in the butt?
Once or twice.
Not fun.
Once or twice.
They say it's all padded, but not in the middle.
That's you know, that's a good assessment. That's accurate anatomy. I do wonder though, because you know I was caught off guard by the fact like Copenhagen Flames, you know, they ban Ancient to take it to Vertigo.
Yes.
And they go ahead and pick Overpass, which to me just screams like Copenhagen Flames are taking the fight to Gambit.
Yes.
And this could, you know, screw with the preparation of Gambit because maybe it catches them off guard. Check the other side of that coin, folks. Did Copenhagen Flames predict an Inferno pick?
Yeah, it's a great question.
So,
you know, I don't think you could really. I mean, you might loosely prepare for it, but it's not going to be their most prepared map in the series.
It's a very interesting situation we found ourselves in, but a dull situation for about 30 seconds of this pistol until the explosion towards Pit comes back in and Zyphon deals with it rather swiftly. The first kill, that is. Nikodos hides down in Pit. What?
Okay.
He gets there. Okay, the job is done. That's what's most important. But it's still a 2 versus 2. So, excuse me, the job's not done. They're just in the middle of it. Nafany's going to plant back sight. The grenade will do a decent amount of damage, dropping him to 60 HP as he locks horns with Hooksy over towards the Moto Cubby. And all the while, Jabby's trying to work his way up around on short. So Nafany pushes outwards, and Hooksy just dives down into that bomb site. 2 kills on the retake, and 1 round for the Flames.
Yeah, only 15 to go. Nice round from Hooksy. With the 2 frags overall, goes well with the opening tactic to be a little bit more aggro on mid. I'll pay attention to also the other point that Maui brought up about Nikodos struggling on this map. That'll be an interesting one to follow.
Yeah.
If they made some strides to improve or can identify, you know, why they were weak in the first place. Honestly, I feel like Gambit play this map a lot like Na'Vi do, in the sense of they will seemingly blind gamble on CD side a lot of rounds. And, you know, I don't know if that comes down to preparation or just the thought that they'll take whatever CT rounds they can get, or they just, you know, they really believe in the reads. But yeah, it's scary to play against, and it's almost self-destructive sometimes to play with, you know, if you're the CT team that's willing to do that. But when Copenhagen Flames go over to the T side, I guarantee you there's going to be 1 or 2 rounds. They get the map control for free, they pick a bomb site, and there's just 4 dudes there waiting with guns. That just happens sometimes, so that's what can be scary about playing certain teams on Inferno. 4 or 5 dudes.
Just all waiting for you.
Yeah. Three, 4, 5 dudes.
Guns cocked and trigger fingers twitchy. I feel like that's Jabby right now, and he wants to go. And, well, the fire will force him outwards. Nice 2-piece. Just makes sure that last bullet he gets out right between the eyes of Inters. Shiro with the fadeaway headshot, though.
Hey, not bad.
And a run all the way towards Banana. Let's see it, Roy. He's working with the lesser weapons, but again, one of those moments where they just walk through smokes, draw it back to Overpass Monster Tunnel.
Well, listen, you know, in a situation like this, it would be very common to play time and go all the way back, and they don't want to wait it out. So I'm actually not surprised Axel comes through the smoke. And I am a little bit surprised that Roy's out there in the open, even though fundamentally that makes sense. You're standing in front of a smoke.
Yeah.
You might want to be encouraged. They're actually walking back to the stack site. That was the right place to go still.
Well, this was very uninspiring.
Yeah, well,
3v3, walk through smoke, die, walk back, die.
Axel walking through that smoke didn't need to happen, right?
100%.
But I don't think that he was expecting that to be the deciding move of the round either.
Sure.
For him, he's just like, okay, I go through the smoke. He's on site somewhere. That's the puzzle. But instead, he's just literally holding the smoke like you're supposed to.
No flashbang. See, I see Shiro right now. Look at those hand gestures.
No, you don't do flashbang.
No flashbang.
No flashbang, because if you do flashbang, then the rotation comes.
But
if you're not going to exec right away, then you don't do flashbang unless the rotation comes. So the other option is wait. That could be something to get mad about.
Wait.
Just wait.
Yes.
They had 30 seconds.
Put on your brakes.
They were already at the top of half wall.
Wait.
Wait.
That's twice now we've seen Shiro looking animated.
Emphatic.
Jumps up top with the only AK of the round here for Gambit. Falls away. Doesn't want that utility damage to come inbound. What's Jabby up to? Leave a smoke in sight, huh? Interesting. And once again, the utility is going to force them back. So, you know, I think Gambit took their sweet old time on some of the T rounds in Overpass, and why wouldn't we expect the same thing here? But don't take too much time. Again, coming off of yesterday versus Ninjas in Pajamas, that's what had me doubting this lineup. It's just wasting time.
They didn't lose time. They didn't lose to the clock on Overpass.
Exactly.
So that's a huge improvement over yesterday, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is something that's coming into today. Is like the first thing everyone's thinking about.
Like, you know, exactly, right? That's when we're talking top teams in the world, that shouldn't be one of the improvements we need to wait for. Oh, did they remember to plant? Oh yeah. Execs before 10 seconds. We clap our hands as Gambit will currently sit outside of the A site, properly stacked yet again from the Copenhagen Flames. 3 guys ready to receive.
Will Axel actually be in a blind spot? I mean, he literally has a Glock.
Easy pickup for Zyphon here from Pit.
Oh, Axel, he's gonna see one going back.
They better not die after time.
Okay,
coming in quick.
Kill.
Jabby's gonna get the kill elsewhere. Silent little M4A1Ss, and Shiro once more in a save. Now he saved last round, so if he saves again this round, he better keep that AK.
Okay.
Oh, he better.
Question 1: do you think the M4A1S should be nerfed?
No.
Question 2: how should it be nerfed?
With the price increase to $3,100 to reflect the A4.
But you just said it shouldn't be nerfed.
Well, so I should have clarified, did you mean on a mechanical, statistical level, should the A1S be changed? I don't think it should be fundamentally changed.
Okay. Nerfed. Like, any way you want. Money counts. Money counts.
Then economically,
I think it's one of the best ways to balance the game, personally.
Yes, exactly.
Because the gun is awesome.
Don't touch the guns.
Don't touch the gun.
Don't touch them.
Yeah.
Except for the R8. Fuck that shit.
Touch it as much as you want.
Yeah.
Oh, look at all these mollies.
Yeah, dude, this one's set alight. And a peek from Hooksy. Shiro's able to get away. No big problem there. They're doing a very good job of bailing back these last 2 rounds to dodge those frag grenades. Because Copenhagen Flames, man, they're sending those boulders at them.
Ooh.
Chucking rocks.
I can't believe Shiro didn't take more damage. What?
Made of steel.
He's so small.
Good things come in small packages.
He can fit between the mollies.
Like hobbits. And diamonds.
This is a weird one because it's just this extended banana battle. Like, it's just... They haven't even done anything else. The CT side A players, the B side players, it's just lots of grenades. And Gambit will just eventually say, okay, we'll go A.
See ya. And we find Roy in the corner this time. Previously, Jabby gave us a nice little 2K to talk about. This time, woo, almost. But nice response there from Inters. Costs him half his health. It's really the balcony and Nikadaz setting the crossfire on the short side. This is all they're gonna have to hold on to the bomb site with, and good job shaving off 2. Ooh, they get 3 kills between them. This one gets stalled out, and the car rolls back down the hill. Gambit sent to their spawns as Copenhagen Flames start hot 4-0 on Inferno.
Not bad. I mean, so much utility got used just preemptively on the CT side there, and funnily enough, they just took it to the other side of the map, but look at Shiro go! I've never seen him talk this. I mean, I don't know.
Yanko called for a little bit more fire.
Yeah, but he's gold. The idea is the idea machine.
It's a treasure trove in that brain of his. Untapped potential.
It's just anime and Counter-Strike strats.
It's a deadly combination. What's the third ingredient for success?
Kovacs.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. The third one's genetic. You've either got it or you don't. And Hooksy, what's he got for us? Oh, 0 burned out. That's a bomb. Delivery. Sign here, please. Hooksy signs it in blood.
Blood.
Nikada is not going to see any contact top mid. Just these pistols to get through. What if Gambit lose Inferno? What if?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean...
I'm just saying, dude, those 2v4s on Overpass made a world of difference.
Yeah. Non-zero chance.
Blinded is Roy. Hooksy's locking it down. Ooh, gets a little ugly, but Jabby's still at least taking him down with him. Still, Inter's going to jump forward, and damn, did Inter's give us something to talk about from time to time. You know, I like Inter's because it's under the radar.
He is very under the radar.
And when it's good, it's good.
You know, he is the only player from Gambit that wasn't in top 20. Like, all the rest of the players were in top 10.
It feels to me like...
Nearly all of them were in top 5.
When Nafany was discussing, like, the top 20 and the way ratings work and whatever not, and you know, he's kind of, like, emphasizing that you can't quantify the impact of certain players because of things like communication, etc.
I mean, I could rant about this.
Do you think he's talking about Inters?
Yeah, I mean, for sure, he's talking about the criticism. I think some players are, you know, they have a little bit of, they have to deal with the most amount of criticism. Like, I could only imagine what, you know, some of these players' mentions look like on Twitter. So I'm not jealous of that. But it's also a first huge year where he's got a spotlight and everyone's coming for his teammates and talking about him and all his results. So that's kind of where I think that conversation comes from. And then there is this real idea that so much of Counter-Strike comes down to communication. And we've all played with bad communicators. They win and lose you games, let alone rounds. So there is something real there for sure. But, you know, anything public-facing, you got to have a thicker skin. People are allowed to criticize. That's just the way it goes. But yeah.
Exile, boosted up top, gonna find a nice angle onto Jabby, who was headhunting around the side of the smoke. He thought he saw an opening, but it was actually just a closing. And
as much as you want to, you know, you don't want to reduce an argument about a player down to their statistics.
It is, it's an unarguable fact.
It does make a difference. It does make a difference. We'll just say that much.
That's a nice one from Nikadaz. As the flash pops, so does Exile. And if you can cancel out Exile, I mean, contrast the start here, 1 and 6 on the T side of Inferno, to what he was able to offer us on Overpass, then you're cooling off one of the most crucial pieces of the Gambit machine. Utility left for Hooksy to throw down when needed. Better not die before he's able to use it, though, because we're at that 45-second mark. And, I mean, we've already seen this affinity from Gambit to just walk through smoke suddenly. You know, they will catch you off guard if you are not careful. But Nafany will get hit by fire. He has to wait.
They've kind of created a situation similar to this last round where they can pick a site and they'll be about even strength, but there's nothing bad about the position for Copenhagen Flames either. Some would argue being 4v4 is a little bit more T-favored on most maps. But again, their hold was so good between two players. Let's see if they can pull it off again.
We're going to try to hit this short side. We know what happened last time. Beauty of a crossfire set between Sight and Balk. And of course, Gambit better be on high alert of the possibility again. But 2 kills, 3 kills. Only an answer from Nafany, but he gets both of them. A wild spray that somehow connects.
Oh, there's no time.
Yeah, that's kind of crucial.
Oh, man, that means they barely had enough time, even if they got the kills, to put the bomb down.
First of the night.
That's not good, Gambit.
That, my friends.
That's yesterday, Gambit.
That's a regression.
Yeah.
We're going back to the dark ages.
Yeah, yesterday. You kind of got me going on the whole...
That's fine, yeah, I really riled
individual
you up,
thing. Because then also, you know, there's also the argument that there's a player on the team that's not going to get a ton of frags. That's a role thing. But that stuff's not as quantifiable.
Sure.
That's another fair point about... You talk about Inters especially. Because you don't really see him making too many mistakes. He's just not collecting as many kills. He plays all the small sites. He does all that stuff. Anyways, coming through the smoke is Axel, only to his death.
Again.
They try to cheat ahead of this. They didn't use a flash. Oh, they're on a mixed buy. the axe, if Nafany gets this gun back, they'll all have weapons. Zyphon will pick one. Okay, well, what is happening right now? The map feels very small for Gambit.
2 op shots over the side of that smoke. Nafany thought he had cover because he was crouching.
Surprised he came through that smoke, no window flash. But they didn't think Copenhagen Flames would be that far down Banana. Hey, Copenhagen Flames playing really well right now.
Yeah, Zyphon over towards Pit, the top fragger for the Flames, 11-2. And, you know, Maui Snake noting that Nikadaz maybe not impacting as heavy as often on Inferno, but we've still seen good things in the moments that he's set up towards Banana this round as well. Just, you know, seems comfortable at the very least. While we look to the shining stars of Hobbit and Axile, mirrored scores, 1-7. And that's just not going to do it. So, you know, the first 5, oh, nice start. 7-0, what's going on? We get to the 10-0.
10-0.
And Gambit are going to look like...
Enters, baby. And he was the best player out of yesterday.
Come on.
Imagine. Wait a second. He can put the bomb down. There is time for him to do it. 3 CTs are going to be right up his ass. But with only a molly, no impact grenades, okay, he's 22 HP.
He's stuck. He's surely ended here. Nikadaz up close.
Okay.
Gonna serve as distraction. Jabby pins him to the wall and ends it. But that was definitely an interruption.
An interesting round.
Oh, he got it.
I thought, what if there was a chance? What if there was a? What if I wanted to believe? I don't know why.
Because it's human nature.
Yeah, we all want the big moment, especially after that kill and then this one.
You know, they say that optimism is the first cousin of love.
Wow.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
I haven't heard that. Got me thinking about that one. 1 kill for Axel, 1 kill for Hobbit. That's 2 kills in total, Connor.
It's not a lot. It's not a lot at all. Yikes. This is not the hot Gambit that we saw on Overpass.
They need a 2v4 to get back in the game. Just to feel something again.
Yeah, right? Feel alive. Axile, the
Just
executioner.
tell yourself Kato's on the line.
Not just Katowice, but
you're looking for the back-to-back.
Yeah, dude, the back-to-back champs. Maybe.
They want to be the online-offline champs.
You know what's crazy, too, is the winner of this game has to go and play Vitality in a lower bracket.
That is so not fun. All right, there we go.
Shiro's going to open up shop. Okay, down goes Nikadaz. That's a win for the Gambit camp. Or at least a step in the right direction.
Oh, they're going to go fast up bracket.
But is A the right direction?
Yeah, look, Arch is open. It's the right call.
Good.
That's the opera down, no rotation here.
You know, we've had this crossfire set on short side that's really worked, but the contrast is now we've got a double pit. A double pit hit for the Copenhagen Flames with Hooksy right here, but he gets drawn into Shiro's scope, and it's going to fall onto Roy. Jabby's looking for his chance to come out from Arch. That's primed with the flash. Roy actually playing for himself. And as Jabby comes in on the attack, it's a 1v3 attempt from him. Hobbit on the top rope.
Oh my god, he's actually missing here. Oh! But Hobbit gets the bomb, or sorry, excuse me. Inters gets the bomb down. Hobbit has him covered. That's close. What a nice round. I mean, first of all, they abused the fact that Copenhagen's Flames rotations were slower, and I think Copenhagen Flames thought that Gambit were going to play it slowly, go back to Banana first, and then start moving. So great call there from Nafany, or whoever mid-rounded in that situation. And the other thing that was great was when they took over Arch, they found out it was free. They got to the end of Library. They didn't smoke Library. They just posted on it with Shiro. That was annoying and tricky and beautiful. So suddenly Gambit look a tiny bit scary again.
Until they get reset by Zyphon.
Oh my god, imagine.
Finally, he's pushed forward, and look at the lineup. Whew. Hobbit, hot on the heels.
Oh, what?
That's the good stuff.
From the second balcony.
Roy's gonna get just the one. We've got a quick move here from Axile, trying to puncture through the Arch side. The double rotation, loud. And in doing so, they've given up the game. Axile's gonna hunt them down in Library. Silences Jabby. Can go for the additional peek into Hooksy.
Dude.
But Hooksy plays Ring Around the Rosie.
That was so insane from Hobbit.
The wall bang.
Because not only does he kill him with the wall bang, that is that is a call out on the setup after seeing the first guy.
Yeah.
He went from the window room to the second balcony and caught him walking backwards down the hallway and drilled him through that wall.
From the window to the wall.
I was as close to knowing that he was going to get the kill as possible.
Beauty. Beauty of a wall bang. And that's that little bit of spice, little pizzazz, little oomph. Look at this, dude. Killer instinct. You can run, but you can't hide. And he almost predicted Royce would come up from Boiler as well. And had he gotten all three, then, then we're talking business.
I thought he jumped out. I thought he jumped out to the... Hey, why would he need to go to the second balcony? The spam is right there.
Yeah.
Okay, I freaked out.
All right.
Still nuts.
You can still live in your world if you'd like. It was that much more impressive.
I thought this man Spider-Man'd out the window. I'm like, wait, that's not even where you spam from.
He's climbing walls like The Exorcist.
Yeah, he can only do a shallow angle.
Looking for an easy third one, Gambit. Just these pistols to chew through. Nika does. Deagle in his hand. Let's get the Juan Deeg, shall we? No, misses. And gets tagged up in the process. But there are bodies here for the Copenhagen Flames. 3 of them. And they're not cold just yet. Good dink damage. Poor Axile, man. He's getting pushed around a bit. Bullied, some would say. Starting to recollect some kills and a little bit of impact as Gambit get the round wins on the scoreboard. Pistol spamming through smoke. Not something you can really rely on. All right, don't put your house on that.
This one's looking a little bit too hard.
Understandably. It is the nature of the saves.
But they're about to come.
About to just run through smoke. Definitely stuck in the corner, but oh, look at that kill feed, dude. It's full of frags as the flames fall.
The leverage they got off that. How they got back in the first half.
Before things got too late.
Yeah.
And we've already seen, I feel like, a nice adaptation, right? Focusing more on Arch in a couple of these A rounds worked wonderfully. We didn't see Copenhagen Flames go for the apartments play. That was their response to losing Arch the round prior. So we're seeing the mind games. Oh, screw short, go Arch. Push up apps, cleared that. Now the Flames, we'll see what they have in store for us in round number 11. They've got the lesser buy. They've got some weak points in terms of utility, but this consistency towards the banana play is meant to go for there. But Axile chopping down the CTs towards banana, one after another, all the way to the B site. Cue it up, 4 rounds straight. Gambit here to play.
That's filth. That is absolute filth. What a spray transfer, man.
For that first one, I want to see that. I want to see it. I want to see it now. The first one.
You have a 3-man setup.
Oh, they were so ready for him.
That's supposed to be like, defensive setup versus 5 people. Not one dude with a dream.
They just got rocked by Axile. And you know what? They stunned him out of the gate. He was like 1-7. Now he's 7-8.
Yeah, back in the game. Like the Axile of Overpass. This is ridiculous. Oh. No refrag, Jabby.
Never stop shooting, dude. That was a concrete trigger finger. And right back to where the Copenhagen Flames hoped not to have to return, to just their pistols. Super fast move from Hooksy. Where are you going, bud? Shiro kills Roy. That one made easy towards middle. So Zyphon's got a Desert Eagle, and he's given us some little moments towards this A site, but no longer are the easy crossfires his for the taking. And Hobbit, you're about to get knifed.
He'll never half clear that one again.
No, sir. The Hobbit Slayer. Oh, enters, dude, with the spin around. He's got himself on roller skates. But at least Jabby's got an AK-47. That's a little freebie if Axile doesn't hunt you down, which he will. So nothing's free in this one. Zyphon sitting in the T-spawn.
Man, they
might as well try to go grab the AK, but
Gambit have got this special quality of just winning the right rounds.
Yeah,
like
right.
they just get the, you know, economically less strenuous route every single half, even when they go down a few. Now they're all doing good. 7 and 9K each.
Yeah, maybe the Armored Deagle's good enough, bud.
There's actually, you know, still a chance somehow for Gambit to come out with more rounds than Copenhagen Flames in this half. It didn't seem like that was possible at all.
Well, it's what they reminded us on Overpass with those back-to-back 2v4s.
Yeah.
You know, Gambit have the individual level to just kick it into gear.
Ever since Zero started yelling at them, disciplining them.
It wasn't as much of a yell as it was an animated hand gesture.
Yeah.
You know? And I can think of worst hand gestures.
Yeah. All the Italian ones?
Yeah. Little wrist flick.
I'm walking in.
Hey, you ever been to Hawaii? Look at that chart.
It's up only.
Gambit
That's
to the
the kind
moon.
of chart we like to see.
That's it.
Stonks.
Round loss trying to kick in here for the Copenhagen Flames. It's in full effect as that is 5 rounds straight from Gambit, from the 7-0 to the 7-5. And maybe they run it 8 straight. Banana fight. Axile ready to go to bat yet again. Smoke in the incendiary, weird interaction here. So Axile actually has a pocket to play with. Frag grenade goes beyond him.
Yeah. Still very healthy.
But the Copenhagen Flames, I don't know, man. They're not as...
Axel can take that. That's actually maybe a small mistake. Oh, oops.
At a second.
Oh, man, that's dirty. But
What you doing, sucker?
that was just a clear mistake
Throwing
there
nades,
from
man.
Flames. Yeah. Well, they just didn't respect that someone could be at the half wall, which there was not enough disturbance from their utility to guarantee that. And yeah, they didn't even nade it correctly. And then Jabby started shooting and ran back. That's just an invitation. That's an open letter.
Yes.
Come fight me.
Haxile, you know, if he's taught us anything on Banana, it's that he doesn't even need to wait for invitations. Okay. Last time he just kicked down the door. You offer him an invite, it gets even worse. Insta-kills on that B bomb site, and Copenhagen Flames.
You know, Biggie says kick down the door, wave in the 4-4?
Yeah.
What is that?
44 Magnum, I would assume.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the 44 is the size of the bullet, the caliber?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
and
is.
in the save, will they get nothing? Oof.
Well,
Remember, every guy that dies in a save could have been retaking.
could have been. Would have been a 3v5. Oh, he's blind as a bat, and he's dead as 1-2. Ozzy Osbourne shows up. Gambit, 6 rounds in
Look
a
at this
row.
full-sized keyboard. All the F keys, everything. You don't see that these days.
Yeah, you know, you gotta take care of the accounting on the side.
Yeah. So all these 65%ers, you know?
Gotta be on top of those invoices.
We need some full-size keyboards back. Gotta have auto buy ready.
Keeping track of all those tournament winnings.
Yes.
I am filthy rich.
Just want to make sure.
3 MP9's gonna go running down middle. The desperation starts to sink in. And the bullets into the CT side. 3 bodies down towards middle. If that's what you wanted, that's what you got. Fight that falls to the favor of Gambit. And this, my friends, is going to be an 8-round streak at the end of the T side. You heard it here first. Hooksy, Desert Eagle in hand, and a bullet between the eyes. Leaves Nikodas on his own, and a B site yet again here for Gambit. 7-7 score. Not so lucky for the Flames.
Not so lucky, yeah, from 7-0. And Gambit had to earn it. They had to work hard for it. Some well-played rounds, a couple of absolutely ridiculous Axile rounds.
Not just that, okay? I'm gonna take you back.
Go for it.
I'm gonna take you back 7 rounds, folks, when you were all sitting here alongside me looking at Axile and Hobbit like they were just a couple of one-trick ponies, because both of them were 1-7.
Wow.
And now both of them are the top fraggers on the side of Gambit. And there is a direct correlation between those 2 players performing and Gambit winning rounds.
Slash analysis. True.
End.
That's a good point. And they had that really good round to kick it off. They killed Nikodas, peeking mid. Shiro won that duel.
Hobbit's apps play.
And then, oh yeah, Hobbit's app play, yeah.
final round of the half. Copenhagen Flames, they gave us something. It looked so good. When all when all Gambit were doing was pushing down onto that A lane, Copenhagen Flames had the solution, but the variations ever since have kind of caught them off. Little 5v4 here for the end, just to disrupt the force. Throw a wrench in the middle of it all, maybe. Roy's gonna be tucked in the corner, hiding patiently.
Would have been heard. So let's see if they queue up a flash or just let Nigadas take contact.
Matt's turn. Easy pickups here for Roy. Gonna deal out a couple pieces. Roy looking for a little bit more, but we've still got an answer. We've seen 2v4s, but what about a 2v5? Let's turn to the 1v3, and it's Hobbit at bat. Nothing to lose in this one. And that's what you like to see, but he also has something to gain, and that's the bomb. It's going to be sitting over on Arch, and this inevitability of Hooksy working his way through the middle flank. At the moment, Zyphon has no help. This is a heads-up 1v1 between Hobbit and him inside of the bomb site, but he goes towards the apartments. Normally, Zyphon's over here, down in pit, up on Balk. We haven't actually seen him being the player within this bomb site, but now that Hobbit takes a shot and reveals his presence, Zyphon showing patience. I respect that.
Oh, just convinced that no one's sitting in cold. But he's wrong about it. Oh, they'll figure out eventually. Zyphon just leaves his post.
He draws him out, but Hobbit, he just burns himself away from the bomb. So that's going to buy crucial time for the opposite side. And just to put that cherry on top, answering the 7-round streak of the Gambit camp, it is Copenhagen Flames with a lifeline. But will they be overcome in this second half of Inferno? See you in a moment to find out.
Yeah, they done told me to be myself, so when I went and found myself, oh, the ones who told me back.
The red-hot start from the Copenhagen Flames, blown out by GAMBIT. Blown away for what was 7 rounds straight, but then a little ember launders at the end of the CT side. It's a 1-round deficit as they'll take to the offense on a map that we don't know them for, but on a map that maybe they can pull this series back.
Yeah, their last games, it's weird. Like they have some good wins and played some strange teams, and they run into it in the veto. It's not something they're uncomfortable on, but really strange to have them, you know, try to pick it when they had so many options. But because of their strength in the veto, they can do that. They can do that, and Copenhagen Flames still made them work. And at the end of this 8-7, it's more a story of how GAMBIT made that comeback when it felt like they were just in a bad mood.
Yeah. Twice now as well, right? We can't forget about overpass. Ooh, hold on, Hobbit. Ooh. Dual Berettas to the head of Jabby.
Wow, the second flash didn't even work, did it?
Didn't work, nah, man. Hobbit ready to rock. Going for them little Beretta bursts. Ooh, not gonna find anything more than the second. CT smoke in front of the T side slows their roll. Don't forget, we've still got Zyphon over towards the A site. Inside boiler, waiting for a chance.
Oh, it looks like he's about to swing Zyphon. Oh,
no!
What? Wait, what? Wait, what?
At least Nikodas is able to trade that.
Why did that look so weird? He just inspected his weapon after shooting 1 bullet and then swung.
Yeah, dude.
And I just can't process that, even though, I don't know, is that weird? That was strange.
Weird.
That was so weird.
Jitters.
I don't feel comfortable when I'm inspecting, so I'll always just switch twice.
Yeah, you got to end it. You got to stop the inspect.
But he just chased it down. I respect that. Oh my God,
they're giving B.
This is the good site to go to.
Oh, somehow there's still an opening. I mean, Nafany gives this over to them.
Yeah, they can boost, and they can also just swing if they'd like to.
2 smoke grenades in.
Wow.
He's going to try to push right through smoke. No flash, no nothing. And now we've got a 2 versus 2. He could have been inside of the bomb site within these smoke grenades. Instead, he has to put himself into position to run through it. And now Shiro, he's in a spot where he's waiting for his teammate to show up. But at a moment's notice, Copenhagen Flames could take this fight to him. And they just need to gun him down. But Shiro going to answer with the back-to-back headshots and the 8th round win.
They didn't even peek yet.
Nope.
They literally didn't even finish peeking.
Pop, pop.
He's so fast.
Hit him with it.
Okay, the main misplay there, I think. Leaving might have been an inaccuracy, but I think the main misplay was about 7 seconds, and he tries to swing through the smoke. They had to plant.
They had the plant.
So he could have had a 1v1 if he pushed through as soon as they did. This is nuts. I mean, P2K
smashed on that back wall. So GAMBIT going to tie the game up as quick as possible and not waste any time with measly SMGs, just Nafany on the MP9. We've got M4s all over, but because of that bomb plant, we've got Copenhagen Flames looking to be the thorn in GAMBIT's side. In terms of their momentum, this could be a way to slow it down. But speaking of slowing things down, Copenhagen Flames, they are all the way back. We've got no apartments control, no banana fight, maybe not wanting to reveal their play just yet. And also at the same time, look how much utility has come out of GAMBIT. Because they go in with the M4s, they've just got the 2 smokes and frag left at a minute 15, and we've got basically 2 kits of utility here for the Flames to utilize.
They're on the yacht sunbathing.
Yeah. Never been on a yacht. Don't think I'll ever
And you
be.
never will.
Yeah. Okay. You told me I could buy a boat one day.
There's a very important stipulation.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
It'll also never happen.
Inter's blinded by the flashbangs, falls back into the safety of his bomb site. 45 seconds, that little bit of pressure. And 1 smoke now left. It belongs to Inter's here towards the A site, so he just threw it outwards, actually. So they're going to be walking into B. Nothing able to stop them other than cold, hard guns. Now, smoke for the CT cross, Molotovs for the back of the bomb site. I'm sure you guys can envision a world where this could go well, but Hobbit and Axile kill a piece, and Nafany boosted up will get ahead of that smoke. It's 4 instantaneous kills for the way of GAMBIT. Good damage, Nikodas. Puts down a second, fake plant, nice peek. He's going for that 1v4, a taste of their own medicine. All he needs is a crisp headshot into the head of Inters, and he has pulled off a crucial round to kick off this T-side for the Copenhagen Flames. Now he leans back into this bomb site and hopes that Inters whiffs, hopes that Inters misses. And Nika Dawes, can he stick this landing? He now knows exactly where the CT is coming in from, and Inters is fighting against the secrecy of this position, but the sharpness of Inters makes the difference. It's a long defuse with no kit, and a long defuse all the way down to the wire means... Oh!
He's got it!
Bomb defuse for Gambit!
No way, it was impossible to know if he'd grab that. That's crazy. That means if Nika Dawes didn't swing, they had it, but how would you would assume he had a kit. That's crazy. What an attempt, man. Bro, that Molly flying out, it felt like the Modesty one before where he was just about to nail him, but... Holy. NT. We'll give him an NT for that one. A round that never was.
But a round that really could have been. And the ramifications of that
yeah,
could have been exactly what the Flames need to start.
He was uncomfortable, not knowing where Inters is coming from, the open site. And having that much room to play with can both be a blessing and a curse sometimes. And I think that position right there in the corner by Quad, holding for someone to come out of Banana, actually works like a lot of the time in terms of not getting pre-fired, but he had to hit that first bullet headshot. Goddamn. There was also the chance if he sat at oranges there that Inter's going to go to pool and then, 2 shots through second oranges.
Fast one. Oh, CT's trying to take that fight right back at him.
Oh,
good
man.
grenade.
That was a sticky nade.
Like a plasma.
Well, that last round was quite expensive for Gambit, even though they won.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, as unfortunate as that must feel to not finish it off, despite it being down to, the final milliseconds. You can't think about that. You've just got to focus on the fact that you've opened a door for yourself early on the T side.
Oh my God, so much damage. Oh, but the kill.
Clean.
And
Nice.
wait, they immediately take space on Arch, and Roy, he's coming up close.
Exile is playing with his knife. You can't be playing with your knife.
They can just take the bomb to A. It's totally open. He's getting stalked right now.
The Hunter.
He let them rotate as far as possible.
A site is clean. Hooksy can't even believe it. It's like, there's got to be something else here. There's no way that the only thing they had was Exile with his back turn, but sure enough, this is going to facilitate Gambit's save, and sure, you don't win the miraculous 1v4, but you've still set yourself up beautifully for a quick kickoff on this T side.
Yeah, man, and again, it was really expensive. So Gambit saved 2 guns, but yeah, money's not amazing for them. That was cool. I mean, they got that kill with Hobbit, and that is a moment in the round where Gambit are incredibly sensitive, but it's not all the time that you are ready to take advantage of that. And in this position, they had bracket control with it. So Roy just says, okay, let's dip through this smoke. And the last thing you expect is that once your opponents get a kill, they're going to try to take even more space on the other side of the map right away. Oh, that was a cool play from Copenhagen Flames. And it results in them keeping 4 alive on top of winning.
Definitely reaping the rewards of a good, strong start. Gambit hang on to the 2 weapons. We know that the economy was already in tatters when they came into that round, and it's not going to be any easier now. We're going to keep this game tied up, and we're going to keep this series on the very edge. That was cool. They boost 2 guys on top of logs. Even though they took like the collateral fall miss damage, they find his head on the fallback. And now we are 18 rounds into this map, and there are no remaining timeouts for Gambit.
Yeah, some teams don't pause enough. Gambit at least always use theirs. And I think it's a huge part of their success. They use their timeouts effectively. I would assume they usually convert off of them, but in this situation, they might be talking right now about round 21 or round 20. And see if they can just stretch these guns out as far as possible. but they've bought up a little bit of utility. You know, this still could be a very competitive situation. He almost threw the molly.
Almost, right? Would have been a waste.
So they go to stop the car peak and are going to transition just right into an exec on the A site. Gambit have top B control, but I think they're keeping a gun here. So USP in this spot. That was actually kind of interesting. But look where Exile is.
Oh, it's interns, in fact, up top. And delivering at least the one. But those hay bales, man.
That was tricky. Yeah, those are like, are they impenetrable? They're not, right? But they're damn near impenetrable.
They feel they shouldn't be.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They should literally come off.
Bullets,
you know, maybe in Source 2.
Maybe in Source 2. Yeah, we'll get there one day.
Because I guess
just maybe.
Because I guess like hay bales don't count as one of the very few types of textures they have in the game.
Yeah.
But they should.
Hay is very itchy. Growing up in the country as a
Have
kid.
you ever jump around in hay?
Yeah, well, my buddy used to have a barn, you know, so you could go to the top of the barn and you jump down into the hay piles.
Jesus, what if there was a needle in there, like they say?
Well, we never found it. You know?
Yeah, I don't think I'd be talking to you if you did.
And yeah, it gets in your clothes. It's like when you get a fresh haircut, and then you ever get a haircut, but then you have to go do something after, and you can't take a shower in between.
Yeah.
And you get those little pricklies in the back of your shirt. And I know all of you right now, you know exactly what feeling I'm talking about, and you hate it.
It's like getting glitter bombed or something.
That's like hay. That is just like hay. But hey, now, this three-man setup on the short side, not going to work. I like the play. I like the idea. Obviously, coming off of the back of the pause, Gambit had a nice, fresh idea.
Yeah.
And even though that USP was never meant to get kills, I think it actually coupled really well with the two players above one another, just because it, you know, kind of serves as like a speed bump.
It was kind of funny. Like, yeah, they tried to maximize like the amount of damage it could do by putting it really close.
Jabby the front runner towards Banana here. We got a ton of utility, plus the bank nade over the top, but it's a nade kill in the corner. So Hobbit sent back to the Shire. And his teammates nowhere to be found here. Copenhagen Flames, they don't know necessarily just how many numbers there are. They know at least one more because of the grenade that came from the top of the site. But there are, in fact, a few bodies, one of which is boosted up, but eating flashbangs. So poor Exile won't be able to find any impact here. It's Nafany backside looking for a better gun, but he didn't reach far enough. So he'll be cleared out by Jabby, and the 2 5.7s that are left over, well, that's all they are, leftovers.
Still like what Gambit are doing, trying some different stuff. Just grabbing a little bit of utility, but with ideas behind it, not just reacting. This is 11th for Copenhagen Flames. They want a key round again. And with that, again, with that, that clutch attempt from Nikadas, it doesn't have the impact, you know, that he wanted, but it really does affect the economy of a Gambit in a big way. I think we're still feeling some of the effects of
it. Look away. Nobody saw that, guys, okay? Guys, nobody saw that.
At least Exile will die too.
Poor Jabby's gonna be thinking about that one tonight.
That's tough. Not if they win.
That's fair.
Yeah. And right now, they're in pole position.
That they are. 2 rounds the lead, 11/9. Gambit with a rebuy, Shiro on the op. This is a very concentrated effort here from 4 of the 5 players of the Flames. Within 13 to 16 kills for everybody barring Hooksy.
Oh. Hooksy, line, and sinker.
Yeah. You like that?
Yep.
I got more in store for you. But that's up to the Flames to deliver a game here, because if not, it's Gambit moving forward in this lower bracket, and Copenhagen Flames being sent home early. They weren't able to get in front of the stadium.
B is open completely.
Go ahead, take it.
Yeah, they don't believe it. That would have been the second site they open it, they walk into that's completely open in 1/2, and they're not going to fall for that one. They got the Shiro rotation. You know, funnily enough, Gambit don't overreact. And they're right not to. Still this aggressive mid-control setup, and in the situation with a minute crossing, it looks like Copenhagen Flames could do that. Now this smoke will tell them, you kind of need to now. So it's a call out by Gambit, and now the approach will come on. All their nades are attempting to be countered. And this could come down to a mind game because they'd just be trying to go back to the B site.
Which means it's really just going to be Shiro tested.
Yeah, this call out is great too. They got Hobbit and they're smoking deep on Arch.
Shiro, does he take anybody with him? Does he even die? Is he afforded a fallback? That's what he needs to know. But 3 players get across. And Nikadaz, oh, he just never even gives him anything. So Shiro, he's got to sulk away from the coffins, offer up the bomb plant. 5v4?
They can't even go for it. They have no nades.
Oh,
that is such a nice round from Copenhagen Flames. To get the first kill off the jabby play versus Hobbit at the top of Banana, they don't speed it up. They wait long enough for Gambit to react no matter what happens. They throw all their nades on brackets to make sure that Gambit can't over-rotate to B or call it a fake. The Arch smoke is the key one, but the lane molly as well. And Shiro is the next natural rotation as the Opper. So they go ahead and smoke deep Arch, calling out that Shiro's not going to be there anymore. And it slows down your riflers on the A site because you still don't know if it's going to be an A finish. And that leaves Shiro alone. They have the perfect flash for him. He's useless. I mean, that was such a well-called round. Nice execution from Copenhagen Flames. And they made it look so damn easy.
Towards the end, we get a couple more kills here. So 3 players survive on each end, but you're dead on. Just that one decided by decisions. Clean decision, clean movement, and also, of course, that little bit of timing where Shiro, he's not even able to get a single player off when the 3 push past. Nikadaz doesn't overextend.
The flash was on the money.
Yep, exactly. 1 flashbang and a clear call, and suddenly Copenhagen Flames continue with this T-side success. It's been 4 rounds in a row. We had 2 for Gambit on the CT side to start, but nothing ever since. Now we're starting to talk about money getting stacked for this T side. A bit more of an aggressive stance here, spamming downwards. Gambit, nice grenade. Just gonna wound Jabby and Hooksy, but that's not gonna shy them away from this fight. Maybe it should have. Hooksy barely hanging on to his life at this point. Continuous utility back and forth. Hobbit with the flash and Nafany the peek, so they're still vying for top banana control, and he's gonna stay tucked on sandbags. We saw the utility and then the empty play behind it last round. Curious to see if Copenhagen Flames will lean more towards this A site and just leave Jabby on the lurk.
Oh, this is kind of weird because Nafany's still here at the top of banana.
Ready for it. Oh, wow. Picks up the kill.
For some reason, even if people know you're there, it works so well. Up atop the sandbags.
Yeah, with that kill, I do feel like, you know, they don't rotate that second B player all the way over towards A, and they're playing a very kernel defense within this bomb site. So I do rate Roy as a good Arch player, but I'm curious if he's going to be the front end of this attack, or if Hooksy serves as the rotation back towards B.
They're going to throw a crummy fake and then hit the A site. They need to get that bomb. They're not ready to exec, actually. This is weird from Copenhagen Flames.
15 seconds to spare. They're going to need 3 kills within this A site. Did they even commit? I mean, at this point, maybe just cut your losses and let it slide.
I think they're coming.
5 seconds left. We've got 2 CTs within the bomb site and then Axile as well. And this one's just gonna fizzle out. Flat. Nikadaz. No scope this time. Just the 1 pit player and 4 up for Gambit. That looked so comfortable for the CT side.
Yeah, it was very nice. I mean, they got the opening kill, which is the big one. And you can see a lot of the rounds rest on, you know, whether or not Hobbit wins at top banana in some way, or whoever it was. So this time it was Nafany, but there has to be more behind that for Copenhagen Flames to be, you know, to earn the respect of Gambit. This round looks so bad, I think, that it's such a stark contrast as well to that other beautifully called round. But the fact that it comes down to 1 frag, no, that's not good enough. So I think Gambit now sense an opportunity.
Running towards the top of banana.
He tries to go for the Zywoo pick.
Oh my God, look at
He'll
those
just get
nades.
naded the hell out of there.
Yeah, Nikadaz's gone. It's a lot of utility out of the CT side, though. And still a bunch of it held on to for the offense. Time was of the utmost importance in the last round, and they just lacked it. Now suddenly, These CTs seem a little bit more frisky. It's not quite that kernel defense inside sight. You can tell they're looking to get prickly here towards mid. Oh, and as Roy goes around that corner, Shiro gets him. Easy fallback into the bomb site as well. They are going to throw a player up onto the apartments, and that actually is where Zyphon just picked up the headshot versus Axile. So everything they just gained with the op pickup is given right back. And Hooksy, well, he's got Nafany locking him in from coffins with the boost of Hobbit above smoke, 35 seconds. And when these smoke grenades fade, it's going to be 3 terrorists on the other end of this push. Nafany tucked into the new box.
Oh my god.
Hobbit, he's more so worried about the flank, but he looks away from the flashbang. Hooksy's gonna get the kill, and Jabby with another entry. It's 2 clean kills on the B site, bomb included, and a 13th off the back of that, unless the 2v4 retake comes through.
Oh, okay. I mean, Gambit, they didn't expect it. They thought it was gonna be a flash. That's why Hobbit's turned around in CT. He's at least waiting to hear that smoke hit the ground for the cross, and it's the right tactic to do the contact explode. Calls out Gambit's setup. There is a situation where they could lose both kills there, so don't get me wrong. That wasn't as amazing in terms of strategy as we've seen from Copenhagen Flames, but it was a good idea, and it did catch Gambit because they were playing anti.
Yeah, it looked easy because of that.
Yeah. So some 3 rounds back-to-back that are quite weird in different ways. Kind of just clean way in. I almost thought that when Copenhagen Flames didn't get that first kill, they're going to let the time bleed down, run out of ideas again. And this one, they just decided to go the minimalistic route. And it ends up being just enough.
Sharp one from Shiro.
It doesn't feel like Copenhagen Flames are totally in control right now, but they still have this 3-round lead.
Yep, because of the early success on the T side, and 3 rounds of loss bonus still for Gambit's end. They can afford these losses, but missed shot from Nikadaz. Axile, he's gonna go extending down. Double kill for him. Shiro also in with a single.
Oh, and Axile got
manages 3.
Damn, dude. Just like that.
That's a fast round.
Yeah, like 15 seconds and it's all over. Axile does the most. Beautiful pre-fire. Dealt with Nikadaz in the pit, who did not see him walking up because he had that right spawn. Not a fun way to go.
You were just saying how it doesn't feel like Copenhagen Flames are in control. Look how quickly Gambit decide to take control themselves. They just slapped him across the face, grabbed the steering wheel, and drift this one to an 11th round win.
Still some money left from Copenhagen Flames because they won like 2 rounds, keeping 3 or 4 alive. But you can already see signs of poverty as Roy only has his Tech 9.
Little silver lining. But still momentum sliding back into the hands of Gambit. It's 4 rounds now, back and forth. CT's hoping to stabilize with Axile at the top of it all, right? He was a key piece to that last round. He was monstrous on overpass.
I think they're going to explode off this. Yeah.
Incendiary at their feet. Oh, Hobbit comes around from Coffin. Solid hold. Compare that to the last time where Copenhagen Flames just got in with swift entries. This time, Gambit seem a little more alert. And alertness
is next to godliness.
Feels like it with this one. But still an element of possibility here. 2v5.
Don't say that.
There is a chance. There is a chance. Don't you dare forget it. Man like Hooksy. Do you not remember that 1v3?
5 and 16, see?
Nikadaz back at the site. Here it is. Hooksy turns around, gets the first. Can't manage anything more than it. He's just so outnumbered that that one never felt possible.
Yeah, another solid B defense. It never felt possible. Never felt possible, yeah.
You know?
Not at all. No, we're joking. Hooksy had a 1v3 on overpass. He's going crazy. But yeah, not the same Hooksy right now. Not as sick as he was just a map ago. Oh, sure, with the double fist bump. That was cool. He didn't even look. He didn't look at either person. He just put his fist out in both directions. That's an opera at the helm.
Right.
And they have to sit beside a picture of him.
Dude, talk about pressure. Talk about pressure.
Just painted on the wall cheering behind him.
If Copenhagen Flames get eliminated, they're going to stand up to Shiro literally cheering.
Yeah, because he won the last trophy.
That's so...
That's
so
poetic.
Disheartening.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. I think Gambit know they kind of have like a free tie here, actually, because of the amount of money Copenhagen Flames went into the reserves to get that extra buyout. We don't know if they're going to buy now. They technically could. It would be stringy. It'd be kind of ugly. It wouldn't be pretty. Yeah, so they're just going to even out the money and save. And Gambit, I hate to call it too soon, back in the driver's seat.
It's not hard to imagine this game tied at 13-all.
Exile already clearing like 53 or 4 kills in this series across the 2 maps. God damn, Hooksy.
That's a 1v5 Hooksy.
That's a 7th right there.
Right? That's the anything is possible type Hooksy. To be honest, even when he pulls off the 1 versus 3 on Overpass, he was still the bottom fragger. So, I'm telling you,
he hit a flick. That's
it comes out of nowhere when you least expect it. Wow. A double deagle to open up the B site. Oh, another! Roy dishes out a little bit of damage.
Exile, he's still up.
This would be 14 if they can just finish it off, but we still have Shiro alive and kicking alongside Exile. Jabby with the AK.
Bomb.
Shiro P250. Incendiary goes past.
They're going to reroute. Oh my god, it's a reset. It's a 1v3. Shiro has the bomb in front of him. He has the op. He's not an easy man to approach right now. I know it's a 1-on-3, but still.
Listen, magic is what connects the ordinary to the impossible, and Copenhagen Flames looking like wizards, but Shiro doesn't believe. 2 kills back the other way. It's him versus Hooksy, the man who kicked this off, and the man who's kicked to the curb. Shiro decides enough's enough. 13-all.
When have you ever seen a position like that?
Done. How dare you?
That's crazy. That's so well played, and Copenhagen Flames are so mad because they literally could have just gone B.
Bro.
Gambit, don't rotate.
Oh, what could have
Even
been.
after that ridiculous third 1D. And then they kept running into more and more players. And listen, a worse player would have lost this clutch. It was not easy, even if Shiro made it look like it was. You just knew he was going to make all the right moves.
Well, that one will get the blood pumping. Not to be overly poetic, but like just think about what that serves for Copenhagen Flames in just terms of like a reminder. You know, just let that sink in. The possibility of pulling off a round like that one means that suddenly this is winnable. You are not down yet, but you are 3 rounds away from elimination. Let that be your fuel, your fire, and the force that pushes them forward. They've had a lead, and they can regain it. And all that stops them from getting to this B bomb site is one man, one Hobbit.
But is he wearing the ring or not?
If he disappears, it'll look like it. He does fall back off of his frag grenade, but look, dude, they're gonna come hunting. Hobbit jumps on top of Orange's Zyphon. He's looking for the contact on Arch. This is a super kernel defense from Gambit. They're going all in on this A site.
They might be overplaying this, you know, Arch wrap. Shiro's on full alert.
Oh, and it's a first kill on the point.
Oh, that
Hobbit
flash is nuts when he comes to.
Roy's able to get over, but the bomb isn't. They try to pass it, and that works. So now we've got 2 players over on Banana. Hooksy, does he peek this? He's dangerously close to the corner, and just as Shiro gets there, he falls off. Gambit on the retake, a 4v4 for round 14. And Nikadaz is just gonna stay committed to the cover. Roy, the exact same thing with Jabby just above him.
They want to get the round started on this retake through Khan. Nafany wants to flank, but he knows they're watching it. Will they get the kills?
Flash is good.
Oh, no, they won't.
Kills are not there, not for Gambit. Copenhagen Flames sit atop this bomb site, ready to take 14. And Nafany, well, now he's just playing for the exits. So 1 kill on Hobbit. And despite the costs stacking up here for the Copenhagen Flames, all they want are rounds. And that they'll walk away with.
Oh, and Roy dies. Well, they got, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That is very expensive. Man, it's crunch time right now. We have seen so many nice rounds from both teams. I mean, look how low their money is, actually. I mean, they can get a few AKs. I don't think they'll all have them if they want utility. Meanwhile, Gambit can buy an op. You know, that might be the most important, you know, exit string of the series. If Gambit win this round, they might just have the map, like, in the bag. That being said, their money is also low, and the same could be said for them. It's just crazy considering Copenhagen Flames were able to win the round so cleanly to that point. Well, it's pressure time.
That it is. Copenhagen Flames, no strangers to the pressure. This would not be the first time that they've missed out on a chance at a packed stadium just by the skin of their teeth. They came into this event and they said that we want it real bad because of how close they came. Right now, Roy ready to go through this smoke. It's going to be Nafany on the other end of it. If he lays one down ahead of him, then maybe they don't even activate through this push, but they put down a smoke of their own, and Nafany, he doesn't hesitate. But Roy is just a little quicker to the trigger, and Shiro, his trigger finger misses. Axile's posted on the short side. That's an opening for Jabby. A 3 versus 5, and Inters is dead as well. That's a save for Gambit, and a 15th for the Flames.
Oh, they make it happen. They win all their duels.
No damage.
No damage. The timing on Nafany's expecting a second flash, just two guys running through it. He knew what they were going to try to do. He wanted to make some counterplay. They actually had so many opportunities to stop that hit. They were sitting on the site watching lane for 1 kill. They lose that duel. Again, no damage across any of them. Shiro drops his op shot on the cross, and he wasn't late. He just missed. It's so nuts how that can even be called, you know, close in some regard. But if you ask Gambit, they thought they were ready, and now they don't even get to save anything.
No guns and no margin of error. 2 rounds away from pushing this one into Vertigo. Copenhagen Flames with those 2v4s on Overpass in the back of their mind with that.
They got 2v5'd in this second half.
Yeah. Oh, and they've already had rounds on Inferno where they could have ended. You think about that miraculous Deagle round kicked off by Hooksy. You think about the possibility of the 1v4 from Nikadaz. You know, Gambit, you could argue, are even lucky to be this close. And now they're going to have to try and fight tooth and nail. Ump, MP9, and a FAMAS.
It's perfectly obvious to them that Gambit have nothing.
Nothing but willpower.
The only thing in the forefront of their mind is don't throw this position away. Will they move fast?
3 players stacked up here.
So G2 style lane setup.
If they don't have anything on the apartments, which currently they don't, this could be them offering something to the CTs, but Hooksy, he's going to start it off hot. Good utility damage. Inter's setting himself up wonderfully. With that grenade, he turns them back. At least for a moment.
Axile still in a strong spot in mid. Now they could clear this. Again, they still have utility to do so.
I thought he was spotted.
I think they're torn about whether or not they want to try to put it back to B, but Axile's still in mid in a comfortable spot if they don't get him back.
Jabby from Boiler. He's getting closer. Oh, there's damage for the ump. Now, Axile committed to this. He finds a little sanctuary inside, but he's also got a flank right behind him, and as he comes up that staircase, Zyphon executes 4 versus 3. Jabby's gonna be the contact over on Arch. Hooksy deals with the flank. That one's gonna be crucial. Nafany, can he deliver anything in this moment? Jabby just gave him a chance, but it's a ruse. He comes back and kills him, and we've got Copenhagen Flames pushing this series to a 3rd map on Vertigo. Inters with just this pistol, no kit, and a flashbang. And with this amount of space, you know the Flames sink in deep.
Man, they won some Gambit-style rounds, you know?
Done!
It's crazy, man. They actually do it. They bring it to a 3rd. They survive all the tragedies.
The tragedies of 2 maps.
Wow.
Overpass really had to sting, and for them to come into this, you know, that 7-0 start at the start of this game, that felt to me like the Flames always had it, but oh, how I had forgotten, because the 2 key pieces in Axile, in Gambit, and on Hobbit, they kicked it up a notch. But that notch, not quite a dial to the max. Keep it dialed. We'll be back. It's Vertigo to decide who gets eliminated and who keeps that dream alive. Repeat champions or an early exit.